Okay, hi guys. I'm here with Max Enix. Basically, we're going to be talking about his amazing album. And obviously, you've done a double album, haven't you, on this one? Is that correct?
Hi, Karina. Thanks a lot for the interview. Thanks a
Yeah,
lot
no
for your
problem.
work.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. So I just wanted to go very far from home then first of all. So obviously, you've had loads of influences on that album. I can see Devon Townsend influences, Dream Theater. It's a really powerful album, really, really good album. So what was your inspiration for the theme of this album then?
My inspirations are very huge.
Hmm.
Dream Theater, of course, but
Hmm.
Devin Townsend is
Hmm.
my favorite artist of all time.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, Hans Zimmer too for the film score aspect because we have the original versions
Hmm.
and the
Hmm.
orchestral versions for the film music.
Yeah,
Opeth too,
yeah.
like you in your project Lake of Dream,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
etc. And yeah, lots of influences like Pain of Salvation too. Um, and in my background, I love artists like Michael Jackson, David Bowie,
Hmm.
and all this kind of stuff. So we have huge influences and different styles
Hmm.
in the album.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. And some of the video work's really great as well. So you've put a lot of time into the whole project. It's not just been just about the music. You've really captured quite a lot through the videos as well, and it almost feels like it's telling a story. So do you have a concept behind the whole project at all?
Yeah, the concept is big behind because the story begin at the prehistoric time with
Hmm.
the dinosaur extinction,
Hmm.
and progressively we enter in our world with the corruption, the conditioning, the all the horror we see in our society,
Hmm.
and we have the all the beauty too, with the fauna, the flora, the nature, the animals, etc., etc. And
Hmm.
progressively, because of the actions of the humans on over humans and on the earth,
Hmm.
there's an announcement of a big catastrophe, apocalyptic things, can be a meteor or an atomic bomb or others who will fall on Earth,
Hmm.
and it's why we have a song called "Angels of the Apocalyptic Storm,"
Okay.
and everyone is scared of all that and think of the end of the humanity, etc., etc.
Hmm.
And finally, there's in the last song of 26 minutes, a sort of miracle with an eclipse, and the meteor or the atomic bomb is destroyed
Hmm.
in the process, and
Hmm.
one chance on 1 millions to have that, and it's a miracle. And finally, the people are very happy in the end, and are conscious of the beautiful things we have on this earth, and we have to preserve all that for a better word. And the character in the story, Ethan, began very young, and after at the end of the story is old, very old, and he take another path in the end, and we don't know exactly where is dead or alive or in another dimensions. We don't know.
Wow, amazing. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. And I always find that, when you have artists that bring that extra concept to, the album, it tends to make it so much more, I don't know, a little bit more special in a way because you've kind of got a story behind it. And I like the fact that you've, used that concept throughout your project. Um, and also, you've had some quite big names on the project, haven't you, as well? Did you want to let me know who's been on 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 there as guests or?
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I didn't hear very well because there are lots of wind. I'm in Bretagne, actually, in France.
Oh, okay.
Outside, there's the sea behind, and lots of
Wow,
wind. But
amazing.
yeah, lots of guests in this double album because
Hmm.
it will not be the same on the future albums. It's only
Hmm.
for the Far From Home double album.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And there's for everyone in different genres. There are some metal guests, some hip hop rap guests,
Hmm.
some variety guests,
Hmm. Hmm.
very famous ones. Like Fabio Leon of Rhapsody.
Hmm.
We have Marcela Bovio from Stream of Passion. We have Dan Stuano. We have Toby Driver.
Hmm.
Andy Kunz, of course, of Vanden Plates, the
Hmm.
famous progressive metal band.
Hmm.
Tom Englood of Evergrey.
Hmm.
Niklas Barfour for Shining. Devon Graves. Lots and lots of fantastic guests are on this album, and I invite you to discover all that by listening and discover the surprises.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's an amazing thing that you've brought together, and it's a really, really, really great album, it really is. And I was thinking in terms of your future albums, so obviously you've had some ideas for something in the future and everything. Would it be sort of following on from this album? How is it going to work for the next one? How are you going to be doing that differently?
The next ones will be simple albums, not double albums, but
Mm, mm,
two are planned. There will be a dark one and a luminous one.
mm-hmm,
So the first one will be Beauty in Darkness.
mm-hmm.
Only two guests on this one.
Sure.
Maybe another on the drums. We will have Michael 120 for the rap hip hop um,
Mhm,
vocals again, like in the Far From Home.
mhm,
Normally, Niklas Varfor from Shining to have
mhm,
something very, very hard, and he will write the lyrics on his parts too. So very apocalyptic lyrics.
mhm,
And
mhm,
we will normally have on a song called "Sodomizing the Snakes" with a
mhm.
beautiful video, very hard. Maybe George Collias from Nile on the drums.
Wow.
Yeah, so it will be a very, very hard songs and a video clip, very a transcendent video clip, etc. for this one.
Sure, sure. That
So
sounds.
the theme for this one would be the concentration camps, the horror we see in our society,
Mhm,
but beautiful things too with the music, very poetic, romantic, etc., etc.
mhm,
For fans of Opeth, Shining, and Zimmer,
mhm,
with a fusion of film score, rap, hip hop, black metal, and lots of different music. And the other one will be an album, a very luminous album called Ocean of Light.
Mhm.
With this time another video clip called the Seagull, uh,
Mhm.
around the sea, a sort of love story with uh, beautiful landscapes in the sand, with the sunset, etc., etc.
Mm.
So it will be the opposite, the complete opposite of the other clip, who will represent the apocalyptic love in
Mm.
different ways.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
this one will be the romantic love, the
Mhm.
beautiful love.
Mhm. Mhm.
And the themes on this one would be the spirituality, the beauty of the world, with different themes. And in the end, there will be a final song of 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Will be a confrontation, a battle against the light and the darkness.
Mhm.
And uh, in the end, the fusion of light and darkness against the assholes we see in our words
Mm.
and
Mm.
everything.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, yeah. So you've got a really good, clear vision of what the future albums are going to be, which is great. That's so cool. And so whereabouts do you record? Do you record in France or do you record anywhere? Do you do it at home or how do you record? Do you have, use producers or
For the moment, I have composed the two albums already. So we
hmm
have 1 hour and 20 minutes for the first one, approximately, and
hmm
1 hour and 20 minutes for the second one, approximately.
right.
So 2 hour and 30 minutes, the same length as Far From Home. But
hmm
this time there will be 22 songs, with some radio songs,
Sure.
and some epic songs. And
hmm
of course, the same for the orchestral albums,
mm
with exclusive sounds effects, etc., etc. The orchestration will be far more massive than in the Far From Home albums.
hmm
No orchestra this time. No orchestra this time because it's very expensive, and I
hmm
think with the orchestrations we have, it's more powerful, more dynamic on some parts, and it would be better for this kind of music.
hmm
So now I wait the orchestrations for
hmm
all the songs,
hmm
and after I begin to record all my vocal parts at home.
hmm
All I have write all the lyrics.
hmm
I have take an English teacher to check if all is okay with the words, etc.
hmm
Apparently, there's no lots of mistakes, so it's good. And
hmm
after I made all the vocal parts at home, all the dubbings, all the things, and I will go in the studio to record my vocal parts.
hmm
Finally, normally in Germany with Markus Teske, who
hmm
have made the vocals for Andy Koons in Venden Place, etc., and lots of others. And David Cassio again from Sweden for the mix, and Tony Lindgren for the mastering
hmm
again. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. That's really, really good. And so you say that you obviously write all the lyrics and things like that. When you come up with lyrics, does it happen sort of spontaneously, or does it happen where you kind of decide you're gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna spend today writing lyrics? How does it happen? Does it happen spontaneously, or and you think, oh, there's the idea, and that kind of thing?
In
How does it
general,
come
in,
together?
in general, I have a theme. I have the theme for the song I have in mind, and
Mhm.
after all is very
Mm,
spontaneous. Uh,
yeah, yeah.
it come, it come like that. I write. I have some words,
Mm,
and after I like a puzzle, I made that here, and I
mm,
changed some word, etc., etc. So, like
mm,
the music, finally, I compose very spontaneously. It's things who come. I'm on the keyboards, and um, things come naturally,
mm,
and like the lyrics, like for
mm,
everything, finally.
mm. That's amazing. That's great. That's great stuff. Is there anyone that you would particularly like to tour with, or would you like to, I don't know, is there any artist that you've ever thought, I'd really like to do a song with them or anything like that? Any sort of inspirational people that you would really like to team up with, or like, you know,
Yeah, of course. Devin Townsend, of
mhm,
course,
mhm,
it would
mhm.
be fantastic to work with him
Mm,
for
mm.
the future shows and concerts live I will organize.
Mm.
I have the light engineers of Devin Townsend called Mike Saint-Jean, who is here to
Okay.
create the visuals, etc., etc. So maybe we'll be able to meet Devin directly. We will see.
That'd be
And
amazing, yeah.
yeah, and normally I have for the tour, for the future tour, the Gojira sound engineer,
Fab.
Joan Meyer, who
Hmm.
have made the songs in Paris, actually, in the JO,
Hmm.
with the song Gojira have played on the Olympic once.
Mm.
And another one I want to work is, of course, Enzimer. Enzimer,
Gosh.
and it's absolutely fantastic what I've made. And it
Mm,
would be great, if possible, in the future. It would be great
mm,
to work maybe on first parts of one of these shows. I will send to
mhm,
him with some orchestra songs too, etc. We will see
mm.
what happens.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember because I'm a really big fan of Hans Zimmer as well, and also Lisa Gerrard, and they have a band called Dead Can Dance. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but that's what made me really into both of them actually, because I know that Lisa Gerrard does a lot of the stuff for Gladiator, and Hans Zimmer's done some of his own stuff, hasn't he? But I mean, it's absolutely incredible to hear some of them, writing together as well with Dead Can Dance, because there was a really good album, and there's a track that I quite like called Children of the Sun, which is really good. It's actually a Dead Can Dance um, track. Has are there other types of music, like say for example, because Hans Zimmer, obviously Lisa Gerrard, they're sort of away from the metal kind of world, I guess. Are there other artists from outside the metal genres that you like apart from those two?
Yeah, for Enzimer, as you know, he live in London. He live in
Mm-hmm.
London now,
Mm, mm, mm,
and I have his sound engineer in my Facebook contacts. Is called Eva Reinstad. She made the mix and overs of Enzimers, and they work with Alan Meyerson together, etc. But
mm-hmm,
other people I want to collaborate. There's lots and lots of people who want to collaborate
mm,
in all kind of genres, not
mm,
metal,
mm,
not rap, not but everything. World, new age. It would be fantastic. Maybe why
mm,
not Justin Timberlake or this kind
mm.
or
Yeah,
this
why not?
kind of people.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
we don't know. We don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Um,
It's interesting because when you look at, say for example, I mean even Lady Gaga did a duet with Metallica, didn't she? And that went down quite well, which is quite interesting seeing sort of like metal artists or underground artists perform, and it's really funny because you get quite mixed reactions on it, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Lady Gaga is great when we see
Mm,
with Metallica. They have in the Grammy Awards made a
mm,
song together with
mm,
Metallica and Lady Gaga. I
mm,
think it's great for the future to fusion the genres,
mm,
more and more each days there are an openness, overture to all that, and we have see that in
mm.
the Olympic Games actually.
Oh,
So it's great.
oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, how amazing was that? I would never thought that, that would go so viral, and it really did. It was incredible. It's so good to see. Definitely.
Yeah.
Um, so what's next planned for you now then? So what is your next step, I suppose? Is there are you I know you've been in all the magazines, you've had some really great reviews. I often read them, you know, when you do your posts and things, and I think, oh wow, that's amazing. What has been your best review so far? Which has been the one that's been really quite, you know, wow, I can't believe they said that, you know. What has been your favorite review?
My favorite reviews.
Yeah,
Ooh, I don't know, but I love the fireworks magazine in England,
sure.
who have made a fantastic review in the magazine, and they
Hmm.
have said that if they are a remake of
Mm,
Lawrence of Arabia in the future for the film music, it
sure.
would be great if they think of me to compose the music. So it's
Wow.
a real honor. It's a real honor to have this kind of review. And
Mm,
yeah, in the future, it would be. I prefer to concentrate myself more maybe on the film score or film music. I think it's my trademark, and it would be great for the future. But I will made some albums like Far From Home,
mhm,
more epic and more radio,
mhm, mhm,
and
mhm,
lots of other possibilities.
mhm,
I want to sign now with great international labels.
mhm,
I have some possibilities. I wait some proposals,
mhm,
and
mhm,
after we'll be ready to go for some shows, some concerts and tour.
mhm, mhm,
And I will try to actually to create an international label too called
mhm,
Enix Records.
mhm, mhm,
And it will be great to have some partnerships and um, with these labels, with these
mhm,
international labels. I have
mhm,
already some fantastic people around, great team, and I
mhm.
hope you will be able, you, Karina, to be part of the team too, to
Amazing.
for some reviews and others. We'll see
Mhm,
with all that when it's time, the conditions, etc.
mhm, mhm.
And yeah, lots of great things are coming in this way.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So you've got like a really good future action plan, you know exactly what's going on with obviously all your music. Is there any message that you want to say to your fans? Is there anything that you would like them to know?
To the fans, thanks a lot for your support, for all, and I will do my best for the future to please you, to have huge albums, very emotional, very deep, very orchestral, and not only. The goal is to go more and more far in the future in all the albums
Mhm,
and propose some things that goes always always better and better each times. So it's the goal. And
mhm,
thanks a lot for your support, for your words, for the all the reviews I have received in the words. And I hope lots of others will come soon.
mhm,
I will
mhm.
work hard again to have some others reviews and others. And I promise you that the future will be transcendent on every ways, and will do all my best for you and for everyone.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Okay, and then maybe a little a last one just to sort of go outside of the music realm. What are your hobbies that you do outside the music? What do you enjoy doing?
Outside the music, I love sports, lots
Hmm.
of sport in
Hmm.
the sport area, bodybuilding,
Hmm.
endurance, etc., etc.
Hmm. Hmm.
Cinema, cinema too,
Yeah.
of course.
Hmm.
There's the new Alien Romulus,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Don't see it for now. And you? Yeah, see?
I will really want to see that because I'm a massive fan of the Alien movies. I think they're
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
So yeah, that's on my to-do list at the moment. So I do want to go and see that at some point. And obviously, I'm looking forward to the new Lord of the Rings movie that will be out. I think it's called The
Yeah, yeah,
Painted
yeah.
Colour. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So there's a lot
Should be
of
great.
I know, I know. I'm such a geek when it comes to Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings. So any of that kind of very fantasy based kind of movies, I really enjoy them.
I
Yeah.
love too the Lord of the Rings, fantastic. And there's
Mm.
the new Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice 2 is
Yeah.
apparently great.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
lots of travels. I like to go to restaurants,
Hmm.
um, to swimming pools sometimes, and go away with friends and
Hmm.
different things. Different things.
Hmm.
And yeah, there's
Yeah.
lots of beautiful things to do on Earth.
That's very, very true. Yes, 100%. Well, I think that's about it from me, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for the interview. I think, you've got some really great ideas. I think the quality of your work is absolutely brilliant. I really do mean that. I think it's really, really good. And I think, you have such a great vision of what you want to do, and you're not afraid to go for your goals, and it's really great to see. So, yeah, and I do think, we're very, very excited for your new stuff, and we, happily are obviously going to be reviewing your existing album, and obviously that's all going to be in the magazine, and then obviously with this interview will be on Ragebreed TV also. So obviously we give you all your support, and looking forward to what you bring to the future. So yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your words, Karina. It's truly appreciated. And I love your stuff too, your music with your projects. Very, very great. And I hope for you great things to come too. And will
Oh,
be
thank
a pleasure to talk with you in the future and to
you.
present all the stuff
Hmm.
who are coming very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic. Okay, well, thank you so much for the interview, and I will speak to you soon.
Speak to you
Take
soon.
care.
Thank you.
Take
Thank you.
take
See ya.
take care. Bye bye.